Welcome in, collective. All right, we're starting this reading at the planetary hour of Jupiter. All right, this specific collective reading is pertaining to spreading knowledge. All right, so where we are currently right now with the planetary transits, we are going to be looking into the moon in Leo at 18 degrees, Mercury in Scorpio at 19 degrees, and Venus in Sag moving towards the energy of, the 10th degree. All right, so we're going to start off with the sun in Scorpio. It speaks about a parrot listening and then talking. All right, so channeling higher knowledge. We can learn how to open our minds and tongues to transmit communications from higher beings, trusting in the mysterious inner voice of guidance. A mind free of self-imposed constraints and yet still rational and disciplined is suitable for employment as a high medium through which is drawn down communication from a higher order. We can channel messages even though we do not yet understand them. They come in various ways through speech, writing, creative works, dance, and spontaneous behavior, for example. Conventionality is what it speaks about. Public conventionality promotes general stability. Personal ideals are a private matter. Most people behave according to conventional markers about what is and is not acceptable in terms of passionate speech, behavior, and even thoughts and feelings. This programming serves the community by constraining individuals and establishing secure boundaries. Within these general parameters, we have the freedom to express ourselves fully, and so we can consciously choose the shape of our personal lives. More intimately with our own circle, we examine the tensions between private principles of our own ideas and what we outwardly express in accordance with conventionality. It may take exceptional skill to do this. The parroting of opinion will be enough, but it is a first step to form rapport. In these community building exchanges, opinions expressed have no great I can't say this word, profundity of importance. The outer form is not of great consequence. However, the atmosphere we convey has great importance. It speaks subtly and silently of our inner world of feelings, right? So that's Scorpio with the energy of the sun at the 19th degree. All right, that's Mercury at 19th degree of Scorpio. Now let's look at the energy of Venus in Sagittarius that speaks about the gold-haired goddess of opportunity. All right, so disregarding society's definition of success. Fame and fortune is the powerful goddess who we serve unless we free ourselves from the illusion that she provides happiness, finding our own definition of what success is. It serves society's interest to incentivize people to work from the common good, so rewards and recognition are offered to stimulate maximum effort. This pressure is often felt as coercive and out of alignment with one's sense of soul expression, yet instead we can learn to trust that the nature of life itself is to provide for and protect those who walk the own true path, disregarding community approval and or disapproval. All right, so reward is what it speaks about. Nature takes care of adventurous opportunists. The lucky ones would know this. Opportunity is a beautiful golden-haired goddess who rewards her adherents with abundance, especially the confident risk takers who enjoy the process more than the product. At this level of passion, nature takes care of her own. As humans, it is in our character to be adventurous opportunists. And in order to generate optimal opportunities, we must participate in everyday occurrences energetically and enthusiastically. It is only by being this way that we become conversant with what the life force actually is. A bizarre self-defeating mindset has beset the Western world for many years, one that equates spiritual excellence with material poverty. This is a distortion of the valid teaching that attachment can rob us of higher states of grace. But this is a warning against attachment, not materiality. Certainly the very rich have a hard time squeezing their camels through needles' eyes, but neither are the very poor easily given access to states of serenity, and those jealous of others' wealth have the most difficult task. Truly happy people always have enough to share, never fear lack, and are free of overpowering the need for physical and or emotional satisfaction. The safest protection that we can have in any experience is full-on involvement. Half-hearted is dangerous. Any serious sportsman knows this. To fulfill our potential, we need to understand that the grasping of opportunity requires sure-footedness and clarity of desire. In other words, being staunch and focused. This level of certainty is the source of and the evidence of an irresistible confidence in ourselves and in life itself. What occurs around us is then all good, simply the reflection of a natural, wholesome self-love. The feeling itself regards or rewards enough. Yet it is also generous, material, and spiritual abundance. After the early childhood years, it is no longer appropriate to be overly dependent upon others for support and encouragement. As adults, we aspire towards a level of emotional self sufficiency and practical viability that establishes a firm grip on life, firm enough to make happen what we choose to happen. People so often speak of luck as though it were randomly generated by external forces. Not so. We make our own luck. The truly lucky know that this is real and trust in life fully. All right, now let's look at the energy of the moon in Leo at 18 degrees. A teacher of chemistry is what it speaks about. The ability to transform. We can learn various techniques and policies that enable us to change our feelings and situations in life, demonstrating knowledge of magic. Knowledge that grows rather like a big old tree, having roots that go deep and branches that reach and spread. Anyone furthering an aspect of wisdom does so by continuing the chain of it. It's called Sicily in Sufism. And they become an aspect of the transmission of its power. Knowledge is an energy configuration and has the power and, in fact, the purpose to shift reality magically. All right, so this one speaks about instruction. It says a chemist conducting an experiment for his students. Learning and teaching life's operating principles must surely result in happiness. It is the rare person who comes to understand the workings of the world well enough to teach it of its mysteries. By extension, this symbol points to processes whereby a mind has become strong and very clear enough actually to show others how to shape life on earth. This is the magician, the master of demonstrating lordship over the circle that he chooses to influence. So again, if you are the instructor of your specific community of people, you understand that materiality is not what you're doing this for. All right. It more so steps into the energy of how to channel that knowledge by what it is that you feel, and understanding that success comes by the energy of what you put out there is what you get back. Welcome in, you guys. All right. So I chose to use Oracle of the Radiant Sun with this specific reading. Let's get into it. Whoa. Welcome in. Whoa. Did I not call this energy earlier ostentation? I think I did in my last reading. All right. Saturn is a person that's willing to put in the hard work. All right. Working patiently and diligently towards their goals. Taurus's energy, it can be something pertaining to like a large commitment that brings in finances. Can definitely be the energy of doing something creative. All right. Something that brings in a sense of value. It doesn't necessarily have to be materialistic, but it could be. All right, let's see. I've got Venus and Virgo out here with discrimination, which is the energy of the Nine of Pentacles for me. Saturn in Taurus is always going to be the energy of the Five of Pentacles. All right, so from the 5, you jump to the 9. It looks like you're moving forward very diligently here pertaining to whoever's discriminating against you. You're building your own friendships with the moon in Cancer at its domicile energy here. All right. I'm seeing the 2nd house, the 4th house, the 6th house. Something's very even. All right, very balanced. That's kind of what I'm getting. The moon in Taurus is here, very exalted. It's aware of its environment, about the abundance that it's bringing in emotionally first. Okay. And I'm also seeing the energy of Venus in Libra. You got 2 domicile energies here with the moon in Cancer, Venus in Libra, and an exaltation here as well. This is good energy. Whoa. Now, Venus in Virgo, I would say, is at its fall. Let's just take a double look at that, be sure. Well, Venus in Virgo is at its fall. So anybody that is discriminating against whatever it is that you have invested in here, all right, with the 5 of Pentacles and what seems to be in lack for them, it's more so about what's generating wealth for you, whether that just be spiritually and or emotionally. People can look at you as sacrificing too much. This is showing me the energy of the 3 of Swords with Saturn and Libra here, pertaining to your relationships. having heavy Venus energy here overall. I got 2nd house and 7th house all over this. All right. It's your decision. Literally. Mars and Gemini shows me the 9 of Swords. All right. So it could literally be like controversy here with whatever this is. The energy is just like, you know, it's being discriminated that you devote too much of your time with friends and or having been indecisive and or moving forward decisive pertaining to where you want to put in a lot of work, with the Saturnian energy being in Taurus, leaving you in the lack of finances, something like that. But you're being provided by abundance through the universe. It's not coming through other people. Let's see. See what I'm saying? Tapping into riches that way. Saturn and Capricornian energy is about the hard work that you put in. All right, you do something that's very original out here. Mercury in Aquarius. So it requires for you to do the whole, which one was it? You do something original, pretty much is what the Mercury in Aquarius energy says. It represents the 6 of Swords. So if you're traveling, all right, gaining knowledge and bringing that back as the water bearer does, right? That's Aquarian energy. You're meant to pour your knowledge out into the universe. Okay. Very conventional type of relationship here with someone of an age difference. See what I'm saying? Like you have to travel to get this energy or the information. Sun in Gemini. All right. Versatility, adaptability. It's the way of communication. Something more innovative this time around. All right. So you got heavy air energy here. All right. It's a way of keeping things more practical. I'm seeing the moon in Capricorn, which typically we got the moon in Cancer out here. This will be more so at its fall. It doesn't work with the most strength of trying to keep things practical. If you look at things and get very innovative with it, doing something original to bring in riches, it seems to be very conventional. It seems to be manipulating to others. All right. What you do more so to keep yourself on a day-to-day routine when it comes to order with your emotional state. People don't like that you're able to pry out their secrets is what it is. Exactly. All right. A lot of people are resistant to this charitable work. They don't like it. It's not for them to like. Those people can choose to detach. This will be the energy of the 5 of Swords. And then they come through with the energy of wanting to like dominate. You know what I mean? Their religion on you because you have a different belief system. That's what this is. All right, so just remain optimistic about the future and your beliefs and whatever it is that you do with the moon in Sag here. All right, and for those that are attracted to what it is that you have going on, all right, you could believe in this romance independently, not necessarily having to draw other people in. Okay? What was that? The 9 of Wands is called spiritual strength, baby. All right, that's the energy right there of that moon in Sag, just remaining optimistic. Pertaining to the knowledge that's been given to you. The strength card is out here, Leo energy. All right, as we just heavily spoke about, the ability to transform and the technique of understanding the knowledge of magic. All right, let's see. Judgment, that's part of your ascension period. All right, an awakening to what's out there in the world that other people don't know about. All right. Let's see. There is the energy of the 5 of Cups. That's going to be Mars and Scorpio. I believe that's endurance in this specific deck. Let me pull this one up because I don't see it out here. Mars and Scorpio. And it's domicile, by the way. All right. Mars and Scorpio definitely has a lot to do with the energy of the occult. Understanding the magic of the world, right? Where is it? All right, so it's coming through Mars and Scorpio with phenomenal achievements, extreme effort in order to overcome some kind of problem, getting even with someone, and or the over-the-top reaction to a perceived hurt. All right, it says Mars is the old ruler of Scorpio, and those with this planet sign combination need to be faced with a real challenge to warrant putting their great energy into action. Once they believe a thing to be worthwhile, however, the amount of sheer energy that make available to achieve their aim is phenomenal. But there is a danger that current passion of a Mars Scorpio personality can be used to bulldoze and overpower people. The temper of people with this planet sign aspect will always be literally over the top. They never remain in the gray area in the middle. When one is too extreme, positions can be chosen. All or nothing, Mars or Scorpio personalities, they strongly invest in their desires and emotional intensity in every action and make available a great deal of aggressive drive for joint ventures. Mars Scorpios have the power to transform or change an impossible situation, and in fact, it may well do this several times during the course of their life. Devotedly loyal to those who choose to spend their life with Mars and Scorpio types are equally passionate in hating those who slight them in any way. In case of they don't get their way, they get mad and they get even. When this card is selected in a reading, extreme action is at least a possibility in the current situation. As long one is able to use this potential in a controlled way, the outcome can be very positive. All right, so it's kind of giving me where it's coming through Mars and Sag, just not to force your ideals onto other people. It's for you to be remaining optimistic. If those that don't detach to whatever you've got going on out here, pertaining to how you're making your money, how people don't like and discriminate what you do and what you believe in, it's your choice and or what you want to be devoted to here. If you're doing something that brings in riches for you, that's very original. It's all about the energy of the information and the knowledge that has been given to you. Jupiter and Aquarius's energy. Innovation is someone that has interest in astrology. All right. Other people don't like it. It's seen to be like manipulation towards others. But this is how you live your life in order. All right. You do charitable work. Those that are resistant to it, they don't have to be involved in it. They can believe in what they want to believe in, right? Let's see. Here we have the Ten of Wands. All right, so you do something to the energy of fulfillment. This is Saturn and Sagittarius. All right, so if you do put in hard work, it's going to be pertaining to higher knowledge. It's a heavy responsibility there. One more. Want it to come out. What is it? Seven of Pentacles in the Tower. Unexpected changes from whatever you've been investing in here. That's that Saturnian energy in Taurus. Ace of Wands. This is a passion of yours. You got to get creative with something is what I feel. Even if it's slowed down. Knight of Pentacles. You got to find a way to make it yours. All right, you got the energy of the Emperor out here in the Seven of Wands. You got to protect what it is that you've been going after and or a win. And or if you have some sort of knowledge that somebody doesn't like, it's your wish fulfillment, not theirs. All right, something pertaining to you speaking the truth and bringing justice about this energy of like the 10th house energy about riches. All right, this is the energy typically of control. 10th house energy would be organizations, institutions, rule following. It would be government organizations, things like that. And how speaking the truth about justice, bringing things to the light and bringing things in balance. It's like you got to show what is, how you call it, the energy of deception. See what I'm saying? Interesting. This seems to be a new path that's going to bring a lot of things to the light. And a lot of people have to remain confident overall because those people that are being shown the spotlight are going to be betrayed. Don't be afraid. Yeah. Something's changing here. All right, heavily. For those that are not afraid to step into the energy of what needs to be taught with the Hierophant. That's the way I'm seeing it. All right, you guys, this wasn't such a long reading. I just had to tap into that energy. That's what it is, though. Venus, Mercury, and the energy of the moon, which is obviously the closest to us here and what we're feeling, what needs to be communicated, and pertaining to the energy of finances and or anything that we value. So I just wanted to share that. All right, we got heavy Aquarius energy out here as well. Interesting. What else came out? I've got Saturn in Aquarius and its ruling energy. Mars in Aquarius. Aquarius, you might be a rebel. Moon in Aquarius, moving independently. And Mercury in Aquarius, doing something very original. to bring this information about. You are the water bearer. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Love you all. Bye.